Get into this episode, I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening, watching, sharing, and believing in this podcast and what we're doing. It means so much to me that we make it, put our heart and souls into it, and then you spend your time every week listening to it. I make the show because it's my heart's desire and I love it and for you. And I can't do it without you. So if you thank you for listening. And if you feel like it could touch someone or if you feel led to share, please share it with others. And also drop a comment on this episode or write a review, because when you do that, it helps us reach more and more people with this message. And it lets us make the show bigger and better every single week. So I thank you so much. Again, I love you from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me that you spend your time listening to me jaw flap here on this show. And I appreciate it so much. So, let's get to the show. We got a good one today. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Kim Gravel Show. This is your weekly dose of encouragement, hope, and hopefully a little bit of laughter. I'm Kim, of course. And this is Zach, my producer.
Hey, Kim. I'm so happy to be here. You really don't have to introduce yourself. You just need to introduce me. I just think that.
Well, I had to think about it. I'm like, do I think I don't want to assume. Right? You never assume people know who you are. I always tell my kids, tell people who you are and what you stand for right off the bat.
Maybe I'm Kim. I'm Kim, you're Zach, and it's just a weird episode this week.
Trust.
Maybe I do. Really? I think if you...
God bless.
Let me derail this. Okay. If we could body switch for a day, would you do it?
Would I be a dude for a day?
Would you be a dude for a day? Specifically this dude.
Yeah.
Not this dude right here.
I would be, because I think women work 5,000 times harder than men. So yeah, I would do it for a day. I just don't think I'd like something between my legs. Is that oversharing?
So you do it for a day off. Like you're doing it. I feel like
Yes, I'm doing it for a vacation.
If I was Kim for a day, I wouldn't do it when you were doing a TSV. Like, it depends on the day for me.
Yeah.
Like, if you were going live on
do
QVC,
it when I'm going to the spa. Do it when I'm going to the spa.
I would do it for a day off also. It would be.
But those will be far and few between, so you have to plan that out. Okay.
You're welcome for
this
me
week, we
totally
get real.
derailing us.
I got to get real with you, because not tomorrow, but the next day. So a day and a half from right now where I'm sitting talking to you guys, I'm dropping my son, Beau, off at college. And on top of that, my younger son started driving by himself on the streets alone. And I am cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This is too much, Zach. It's too much all at once. And you know I love change.
But how do you deal with it? Like, my kids are so young, I'm terrified to even think about any of this stuff.
No, they're too young now. I mean, you're going to blink, you're going to sneeze, you're going to toot, and it's going to be they're going to be there.
Okay, so wait, what's going through your head right now, Kim?
I will tell you, here we go. So I am prepared for Beau leaving Saturday. Okay, we're all packing up. It's all hands on deck. My mom, Amy, my sister, of course, Travis does nothing. So, and Beau does nothing. I'm trying to get it all together. See me getting comfortable. I'm settling in for this story. I've got him packed. We're going to load it up on Friday night and pull out Saturday morning. I have prepared mentally for this. It's taken me all summer. Okay. And I've kind of let go of the reins a little bit, give him a little bit more freedom. Curfew, we extended another hour. I don't hell hack him, Life 360 him to death. I do watch, but I don't comment. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Only if he drives like over 80 miles per hour do I say slow down. But I've really kind of like weaned myself off of the helicopter control freak parent that I self-admittedly know that I am. Travis, however, is going to be cooked. Toast.
Why?
He's going to fall apart. When we pull out of that college at 5:00 on Saturday, Travis is going to break down. Mark my words.
So you you think you like in the relationship, Kim, you sort of is Travis emotional? He doesn't strike me as like an overly emotional dude.
No, he's not emotional, but this is going to get him. That's his running buddy. They're besties.
Right.
My boys and Travis are besties. So, and Beau is like him. So, I mean, it is like his mini-me is taking off.
Aww.
And what I love about it is Travis was the same way. So, like, he's feeling all the feels when he went off to college and how much he enjoyed it and how he really never went back. Like Travis, I never went back. After I went off to college, I mean, I went and stayed over Christmas break and then a couple of summers. But my 3 summers, I took off. Like I went to Japan. I was Miss Georgia for a summer. I mean, like I never was home again. Like I've never, after I moved out for college, I came back to visit. I never came to live.
Okay.
That's going to kill Travis.
Yeah. And you think Beau's going to be like that? You think Beau is like, he's out.
Oh,
like,
God, yeah. Peace
he's
out.
His own man.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing. He's living his life.
I mean, seriously, I think he's going to go to that college. He is a family man. I think he's going to get his degree, start his business, find his wife, and bye, Felicia. It's done.
Yeah.
Like, he's planning on that. I mean, Beau is like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm like, okay.
Are you worried? Okay, wait. Are you worried about the relationship part? Are you worried about the finding the wife part?
No. No, okay. He's picky.
Okay. You think he's got pretty good taste?
Picky.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's picky.
So it's not like he's not the guy with a bunch of girlfriends and you're like, oh my gosh, all these girls. Like, these girls are.
He's not not my youngest one. He's not either. But if ever gonna have one that was a roundster, it'd be Blanton. But he's a family man too. But Beau is a one woman man. He wants to find the one, and that's it.
Okay. Good for him.
Yeah. Now, I will be honest with you. Easy things have come his way. Easy relationships have come his way. And he was in one, and then he tried to go back to it, and he's like, I can't do this.
Ooh, let's make this oversharing your son's relationships in high school episode.
He's gonna kill me. I don't care. It's part of being my kid. But back to Travis, he's going to have a hard time with it. And I will tell you, we have Blanton for 2 more years. But now that Blanton's driving, I mean, he was out till 10 o'clock. He went to church and he went to eat and he goes, I'm going to Target. I'm like, you're not going to Target at 10 o'clock. Come home. So he did come home.
What are you even doing at Target? Wait, is that where they hang out? Like, is that where the kids hang out? We used to hang out. Kim, where did you hang out as a teenager? Wait, stop for a second. Where did you hang out as a teenager?
Stone Mountain.
When you and your friends. We used to hang out
at Stone Mountain.
What's Stone Mountain?
We would circle Stone Mountain. Yeah, it's where we made out. That's where we hung out.
You hung out at the makeout place?
Out. Oh yeah.
Wow. I feel like I'm seeing a whole new side of you, Kim. Okay.
But this is the thing, Zach. When we were in the 80s, you didn't have phones and video games galore and all that. So all you could do is just make out and hang out.
That's true. Yeah.
Now they got the phone, so they don't do all that now.
You don't have to make out anymore because you got phones. We used to hang out in a parking lot. This was the, early
that's what I'm talking about.
I guess. Yeah. It was like we were just in a parking lot in the middle of town. That's where we would hang out. And then when too many teens got there, the police would show up and be like, you guys all have to leave. Sure.
Well, I mean, what are cops for? Thank God for cops.
Yeah. Thank God.
But I will say this, Travis is going to have a hard time. So, and of course I'm going to cry and everything, but I'm so proud of that. And all of you parents watching right now, everybody's telling me, everybody was calling in to QVC to hit me up on my social media, saying it's going to be tough. But I had one caller call in Wednesday night. You'll get a kick out of this, Zach.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I was telling this story, and she called me. She goes, oh my gosh, you are going to cry. You're going to be devastated. You're going to pull out of that college. You're going to be devastated. And she said, and then next summer when they come home, you're going to ask them, when are you moving back? When are you going back to college?
When are you out of here?
So I'm excited about that. I will say I'm not even going to speak this out because I don't want to get my hopes up. But there's a little piece of me that I think I'm going to get 1/4 of my life, Kim life back.
Yeah.
On Saturday. And I know that sounds a little bit selfish, and I hope it doesn't.
Well, no, motherhood's a job, right? How many hours a week do you spend on that job? Probably a lot.
Yeah, I still have Blanton, so I've got that. I mean, that's another 4th I'm gonna have to track. But yeah. I can already at the end of this summer feel it because he's already pulling away. So I'm already making really smart decisions. It's like he went from doofus, who almost like Mr. Jose's, Algebra 3 class almost tanked, and tanked his GPA right there at the end of the year, to this, well, I've already done my summer work. And then I'm like, what? He's already maturing. Because Travis kept telling me, I'm like, oh my God, he's going to fail out of college if we don't stay on him by doing his work, and he's like, Kim, I'm telling you, it's going to click in. Everything we've poured in is going to click in.
Yep.
And then he keeps saying, it happened to me. I was a doofus and I went to college and I did great.
Yep. Well, right. I mean, you weren't that much of a doofus. I mean, come on. You were Miss Georgia. You were doing that at 19.
I was on the dean's list. Travis was the doofus. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Travis.
Oh, all right. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Travis was. I could
Travis
see
was
that.
saying I was such a doofus. Travis. Yeah. And
totally.
Of course, he did great in college.
Yeah.
But I can already see a piece of myself coming back. I can see almost more time, more focus, more. And so the podcast today I wanted to talk about was this letting go.
Yeah.
And then what next? Because I think a lot of women my age are out there. They're empty nesters and they've poured their whole lives into their children and their family and work, providing for those children and that family. And now they've got all this free time. What now? What's next? So
that's a serious mind.
It's kind of exciting. It's kind of exciting though.
Yeah.
Because last night when we did our live, I saw all these women like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Let me tell you something. If you're in the throes of raising kids, you don't ask, what do I do? You ain't got time to do. You're doing. Yeah. But now when your kids get older and your people, it's like, and you're not ready to fully go into the grandmother stage, where you're ready to nestle in. Because a lot of us are 54 now is the new 34. You're vibrant, you're young, you're still, viable. My Lord, Bethany Frankel was just on the cover of Us magazine. Have you seen this? Pull it up.
No.
I'm going to pull it up. Oh, that girl looks bad to the bone.
She's 54, Kim.
She's 54. Now look up the magazine cover. I about flipped out when I saw this. This is the new 54. That's 54. So what I'm saying is, maybe you've never looked that hot. Now's your time. Maybe you've never started that business. Now's your time. Maybe you've never gone back to school. Maybe you've always wanted to go back to school and get that degree you loved. Now's the time. It's actually an exciting time. I'm actually starting a new business. I know I told you that last night and you were like, what? You're like, don't do it.
I was just like, no, Kim, you don't have time. But maybe you do have time now. Maybe with the kids leaving, you'll have time. That is exciting.
That's what I'm saying. It is exciting. That's where I want everybody to hear me. That is, because I believe this podcast that we were talking earlier and you said, Kim, because we were talking about Joe Rogan's podcast and who else were we talking about? We were talking about, everybody's podcast because we're in the podcast business, right?
We're always talking about Joe Rogan. We love talking about Mel Robbins. We love talking about, who are some of the other podcasters that we just love? I really like Diary of a CEO. Have you been listening to any Diary of a CEO stuff?
Oh, I love him so much.
Yeah, he's really good.
And I'm thinking, do we reinvent this show to do whatever we want to do now that the time is going to be freed up? Do we go live more? Do we do this? But let me just say, what really sparked my interest during that conversation was, I think we are supposed to talk to people in the what now stage.
What now stage? Yeah.
Because remember
the people who are
the baby
shifting.
boomers.
Yeah.
Yes. The baby boomers are like my parents who are in their 80s and or late 70s and getting older. And they are definitely at a slower pace. Not everybody, but most, you would say generally that most of the times when you're in your late 70s, early 80s, you're slowing down. But my Gen X, this is our heyday time. This is when our kids are graduated, hopefully in college. They've launched.
Yep.
This is the time where you've got more free time. And for many of us, if we've saved a little bit of money, we have more financial freedom. This is the time of reinvention. And that's what I love about this one life we get around the sun, is that we're constantly reinventing ourselves. And we do have that moment where we're raising kids and building a family and all that, where it seems really mundane and that it's never going to end. But I'm experiencing now that season does end. So what now? What's next? What's next for you? You're listening to this and you're thinking, I love Kim. She's so crazy. Zach is so cute. They have so much fun on this podcast. Well, we do want to have fun, but we also want to put out into the world something that is going to excite you, ignite you, light your fire in this next chapter of your life. Maybe you have, I don't know, put off starting that business that you've always dreamed of. Now's the time.
Yeah, or just a hobby, right?
Yeah, anything. Travel the world. Take the promotion. Start the business. Go back to school. Redecorate your kids' bedrooms. Make it your personal spa space. I'm serious. Anything you can think of right now is what's next.
How long are you going to redecorate Beau's room? Like, how long are you going to wait to do that? To redecorate Beau's room?
I'm probably going to wait to year 2. I'm going to let it, because I don't want him to be, Lord help. You know, it's like, you're gone. We're redecorating.
Bye.
No.
See you.
But Blanton does want Beau's room. He wants to pop over to Beau's.
Oh, that's funny. Is he
Beau
the better room?
Absolutely
Does Beau
not.
have the better room?
Yeah, Beau has the better room. He has the bigger bathroom. Yeah.
Okay.
Blanton's always had the lower room. It's time for him to step up. I mean, he is the only young man in the house. So
yeah. All right. Well, give him that room. You know, kick Beau out to that smaller bathroom.
Well, he wants to go to the basement. You ain't doing that. We're gonna keep it all on the same flow.
That's okay? Like, I think every kid gets to a point when you're like 16 and you're like, can I move to the basement? Like, I want to get out of here.
You're not moving to the basement. I want to feel like I have my own
apartment. Yeah.
Too many exit doors. No, you're not moving out the basement.
Oh my gosh.
But seriously, Zach, I would love to hear about from people about what they think about this, because I think we don't prepare for this time.
Yeah.
And this is a good time. This is what says, I got something really interesting to tell you. Hold on.
Okay.
Key aspects of letting go.
Okay.
Releasing negative emotions. Now, let me talk about these negative emotions. I would say I don't have a lot of negative emotions about motherhood and all of that. I have some, trust me, like everybody. But
sure. Even
when you're talking about negative emotions, it's just the emotional drain, letting the worry, the constant, have you done this? Don't try to. You got to let that go. And that's what I'm learning. Like over the summer, I practiced that before he left, because I'm like, I can't be with him 24/7, 7 days a week, make every decision, monitor every decision. I mean, he got to rise and fall on his own at this point.
Yeah.
Accepting the past. I've had a little bit of a hard time thinking about the mistakes I've made in motherhood. I have some regrets. And I wish I could go back and change it. And when people tell me they don't have regrets, they're lying. So I do have some regrets. Some things I wish I hadn't have done or said or been. Well, I mean, I wish I hadn't have been so hard on him.
Yeah.
Especially during the high school days, because none of it matters. It's so stupid. I wish he's such an independent individualist. I wish I hadn't have told him, like, just bend with these people and get through it. I wish I hadn't have done that. I just wish I'd have said, be who you are. If they don't like it, bump it a little bit more.
Right. Because it's like you got to fit in a little bit. Like sometimes the advice is to fit in a little more than you probably should.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and you do that in life. You get to a point as an adult, you're like, it's not worth it. Let's just be who we, you're not always in your face this is just me. Sometimes you have to bend, but I just wish I would have not. That was tough for him to do. And I wish I'd just let him be him and then figure that out along the way. And also, I wish I would have not given him a phone as earlier as I did. I wish I would have waited till a lot later. in his
How old was he?
Maturity level. He got a phone at 13.
Okay.
I wish I'd have waited till 16.
And was he on social media and doing Instagram and all that stuff?
No, he wasn't. But it was like, it's what the world's feeding you. It's all the garbage that is out there that the kids naturally gravitate towards. But he did get on social media, learned the hard way, and now he don't even do social media at all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so he's just, and if he does, it's for his little business. So you learn. I just wish I would have waited a little later to do that. Yeah. And I wish, one of the biggest things I wish I would have let him fall a little bit more. I swoop in a little too much. I mean, he did have some heartaches, and it was hard for me to sit and watch it. But I wish I would have done it a little, let him fall a little bit more.
Wait, what would that have looked like? Because you're there for him, right? You still want to be there for him.
Right.
But yeah.
Right. But I was there for him, and Travis was there for him, but we played that God role in his life to take care of him. I wish I would have let him fall in and figured out it's between him and God, not mom, me and God, or dad, me and God. And I think I got in God's way a lot in those circumstances.
Interesting, Kim. I like that framing. Got in God's way. Like God was trying to give him some challenges. And you were like, let me help you with those challenges.
Correct.
Whoa.
But the great thing about it, one thing I don't regret, is being painfully, transparently raw and real with him. I mean, I will not talk about the discussions that him and I have had, but anything you can think of.
Yeah.
He feels free to talk to me and Travis about. We've had hours of conversations about sex, hours of conversations about drinking and drugs, everything, emotional, how somebody is, what they said. I mean, he does. That's one thing I do not regret is the total rawness of our conversations. There was nothing hidden.
How do you
if it was hidden? Wait a minute. If it was hidden, I found out about it and we talked about it. I'm sure I don't know everything, but you know what I'm saying? Like when I did find out about crazy things, we talked about it openly.
Like crazy things that happened to him or happened to his friends or at the school. Like how would those conversations happen? Because I feel like talking to teenagers is like talking to a brick wall.
It is, but they got to trust you. They got to open up. And I course corrected that judgment Judy motherhood thing early. I realized, if I do this, he ain't gonna talk to me.
Right.
And he gonna talk to somebody. So I'd rather him talk to me about it than some nut job on the internet.
Your mom said something really smart about this. I think you learned this from your mom, right? She said something that stuck with me ever since she said it on the show when she was on, whenever it was, the first time she was on, so years ago. She said, like, kids are gonna trust whoever tells them the truth first. Something like that.
Yes.
And so, like, if you're feeding them a line of bull, they're not gonna try. They're gonna go somewhere else. They know that. Mm-hmm. They know you're not telling them the truth. So you gotta tell them the real deal.
You want to shelter. You don't want to. You want to protect. You don't want to shelter.
Okay.
It's a big bad world out there, y'all, and it's some big bad people coming after your little old kids.
Yeah.
And they got to learn how to say, yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
So, releasing those emotions, accepting the past. This is a hard one for me. I wrote this down, releasing control.
What, Kim, you? A control for? Come on, no.
We're going to leave that right there.
No way.
I need help in that area. I'm really seeking some counseling. I'm talking to Karen about it. Okay, next, we're moving on. And focusing on the present. I will tell you, I started doing that a lot this summer. Letting go is being in the present. And I've learned that because we are not promised tomorrow, so we need to live today. And so, like, it was weird because last night I came home. I had a show. Till 11 o'clock. And of course, Blanton's not asleep. He's got to get up at 6 o'clock and drive an hour to school. But so he was in there. I heard his phone going. And so I went in and he was supposed to put his phone in the laundry room at 10. He did not. So I went in to get his phone and I kissed on him and I talked to him. I said, oh God, you drove to church. You got high. Like, oh my God, so cool. Because I'm so free. That's what Blanton said. So I'm so free. And I didn't think about it, and I kissed him, and we said a little prayer. I said, let me pray for you. I'm so glad you drove. I'm so safe. I took his phone, and I walked by, and I just went to my bedroom. Travis was already snoring. And I went into my bedroom, and I shut the door, and my phone goes ding, and it was Beau. And he goes, love you, Mom. Aww. He was like, you didn't come in and say goodbye to me and kiss me. You know, it was like one of those things. And I was so tired, and I thought, nope. This is going to be one of my last nights. I'm going to be able to kiss him goodnight for a long time. Yeah. And so I walked in there and said, baby, I thought you were asleep. That's why I didn't come in. He goes, no, I'm not. I was just sitting here. And so we talked for about 10 minutes and he was just telling me how excited he was. And I thought to myself, that's living in the present. Seeing those open opportunities in life and taking them. And I'll tell you, as mothers and as women of a certain age that are just so go, busy, busy, busy. Letting go is letting go of what we got to do and be where we're at.
And it's the small things. Like, I love that story is just, that's
things.
Such a small thing, but that's such an important, like, you might remember that for the rest of your life.
He'll remember that.
Yeah.
I know. Why would he text me that? I was walking by his room and I had said goodnight and he heard me in there with Blanton and doing all that. And I walked by and I didn't stop by and say it. And so he went, love you, Mom. He was saying to me, are you not going to come kiss me goodnight?
Right.
He's 18. He's leaving 2 days from now, a day and a half from now. And he said to me, got 2 more sleeps.
Yeah. That's really cute.
We always say that. I'm like,
you always say
5 more sleeps before Christmas, 5 more sleeps before.
Yeah. That's like the thing you say to a little kid. It reminds me of like a little kid who it's like, you know, I'm in a totally different stage, right? They're pushing you away, but they're also, once they get away, they start crying and want you to come to them, right? It's like, you know, I'm sure it's like such a complicated set of emotions that he's feeling too.
Yeah, but it's like, I looked at my phone, I thought, no, I'm going back in there and I'm going to sit with him. Even if it's 30 minutes, I was exhausted.
Yeah.
And then the last thing before we wrap up is this creating space for growth. And that's where a lot of us are at in this empty nester, letting go and what's next phase. We have to, we for so long, our space has been so full with everybody else. And now we have, by just circumstances, by actual just, it is what it is. The kids are gone. There's this space of creating, you know, an opportunity for growth in our lives. And what are we going to do with it?
Yeah.
So people are listening right now, Zach, and women in particular, and they're saying, I don't know what to do with this empty nest. What's next? Third chapter of my life. But it's exciting to think about. And that's what I want the podcast to be about. The what's next for you, for me, for all of us in this stage of life, which can be a little uncertain and scary, but really, really can be exciting.
And I think, can I just chime in and say, like, don't overthink it, right? That's, if I was going to say,
agreed.
When we were talking about the podcast too, I was like, Kim, I have to start underthinking this. Like, I have to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to overthink. I want to underthink. And I think that's true of this stage too, right? Like, if you overthink it, you do what I do. And then you're like, I don't even know what I want anymore. Like, you know, I think parenthood can make you feel like you don't even know yourself anymore, right? I feel that. I feel that.
Oh, amen. And it's kind of true. It's kind of really the truth. And then they leave and you're like, who am I? What are we? What's our relationship like? Why are we together? You know what I'm saying? Because your whole life is your kids. But I will tell you this. This I know for sure, that my sons have watched Travis and I really do what we love and what we're called to do, coupled with a lot of responsibility, even when we weren't doing what we love to do for a living. Our kids have seen us not just work hard, but love the hard work that we're doing. And Amy Goins, my BFF, my very best friend, who is single and ready to mingle, who has absolutely no children, gave the best parenting advice I've ever heard in my entire life. She says, and I'm actually going to call her to make sure she says this right, because it's so good I don't want to screw it up. Hold the line.
Okay. Hold the line. Holding.
Hello?
Hey, she answered. Amy, I'm on the pod, and I want to make sure I say this correctly.
Okay.
Your amazing, insightful, brilliant, divine parenting advice that you always tell me. And you tell everybody.
Okay.
Just say the statement. Say it slow.
Okay. Parenting is more about who you are than what you say and do.
Say it one more time for the cheap seats.
Parenting is more about who you are than what you say and do.
Okay, love you. Call you later.
Bye.
Bye, Amy.
Isn't that good?
That's 1,000% true.
So I am confident. Will Beau make mistakes? Absolutely. Will Blanton make mistakes? Yeah. But I am who I am because of my parents and who they were, not because of what they said and did. It was who they were as people. Because the thing about it is we fake a lot of our lives. Remember when I told you I was so regretful that I didn't just tell Beau to go in there and don't compromise and don't fit in, just be you. I regret that because at the end of the day, that's really what makes us special. It's so funny how we say, be unique, you're one of a kind. And then we say, but fit in, be just like all the real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so weird. And honestly, I'm the most loudest, proudest individual, unique person out there. So for me to even give that little bit of piece of advice was just really out of character for me. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that, and I believe that our kids are really who we are. It's more about who we are and not what we say and do. So let your kids, even your adult kids, even your grandkids, see you be truly who you were created to be and do what you were created to do. And they'll do the same.
Yep.
And I'm sitting here watching it unfold right in front of my eyes. So Amy is right. Again, Amy's the smartest one in the room. She's not even here.
Oh, we love Amy so much. Do you think, okay, so what percentage then, Kim, if you were going to break it down, what percentage are you excited, sad, and I don't know, is there a third one? And
I'm 87%, I'm 85% excited.
Okay.
Because you have to understand, I'm that girl, right? I have probably spent $5,622,000 on his dorm room stuff. He does not care. Like, it is such a shame. It is such a waste.
It's going to be beautifully.
No, listen to this,
can you do it before and after? No, Kim, you got to do it before and after of the dorm room.
Of course.
Okay, good.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
It's so lost on him. It is really, I'm going to have to really question God's judgment when he did not give me a daughter. I mean, seriously, like what a waste.
Kim, do you want one of mine? I got two. Do you want to take one? Because you could just start right over.
I'm adopting. The rug. I've got the desk chair. I've got a faux plant. I mean, seriously, I was like, this is ridiculous.
You have a faux plant. Wait, and you bought it on how far?
I even went as far.
How far is he going?
Went as far as say, he's going like 2.5 hours. I said, I even went as far as to say, can you ask your roommate if I can decorate his side too? I'm more than willing to do it.
That's hilarious.
Pathetic. He's like, he said, he goes, I'm not doing that, Mom. I'm not. I said, well, that's okay because I'm going to ask him when I get there.
Oh my gosh.
And so it's even bad is that I have goodie bags because I know a couple of the girls on the volleyball team and the soccer team there. I have goodie bags for all the girls in the girls' dorms. But I was like, this is weird, Mom. I'm like, no, this is what I love to do. His roommate's mom, goodie bag. His friend Easton that he met at orientation, his mom, who I've been texting incessantly, goodie bag. Her sister, goodie bag.
Okay, break it down. What do you put in the college goodie bag?
Everything, cosmetics, me, jewelry, everything. I mean, it's stacked for Bear. But I'm going to tell you this. So to answer that question, I'm 85% excited. A, I'm 85% excited because he's excited. And B, he's on the tennis team, so we're going to be going to matches. I feel like I'm going to be very involved. Because I told you that a guy I graduated high school with, David, he is like one of the big wigs at the school. So I feel like, what? I'm going to be there anyway. And it's Amy's alma mater.
I feel like we've come full circle now, Kim. And now we're getting to the truth. You're like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna track him as much. He's gone. He's out of the. And then you're like, I'm gonna be very involved.
This is the thing. This is a true story. Please God, I hope Beau doesn't listen to this.
Oh my gosh.
So this is true. This is so Travis and I to the T. Uh-huh. And so, we're probably going to be really involved. But
I think
Travis, of course, Travis played college, tennis at Barry's.
He was almost a pro, right? He almost went pro.
He was on the pro circuit for a long time, and now he coaches at the local high school.
Yeah,
but I don't think Beau knows this, but I think the college coach there is going to ask him to help coach the team. Beau's going to have a stroke. Don't tell him I said that. So back to the 85%. We're very excited for him. Now, the rest of it is, I have 10% of it, I have nobody to nag anymore, because Beau was that kind of kid that the tougher and the more torturous it was, the better off he liked it. So him and I would go at it, and he loved it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a debater. He was a challenger.
Right. He would fight back. I'm going to miss that. In a way. Yeah.
I'm going to miss that. Now, I don't like it when Travis does it, but I did like it when he's
not like that.
No. Blanton's more like me. He's like, okay, let's go with it. Wow. It's be fun. Right. He lets things roll off his back.
Okay.
And 5% of it, so we're up to 95, because 10% I'm going to miss that. 5% of it, I'm going to be sad.
Because even if you're involved, he's not there.
Right. But I got to tell you, I'm ready for what's next.
Yeah.
I'm ready. And I pray he gets a good girlfriend, and I like her a lot and she likes us. Because if that happens, and then think about it. And then Zach, I get a daughter-in-law.
Oh, you're going to go.
That's
it. Can you imagine? No. Oh my God, Kim.
What if I get a granddaughter?
We're going to have to do an entire podcast about wedding planning. Like not like a show, like a full, another entire podcast.
I know, but
with 50
can
episodes.
We just skip over the wedding part, because she's going to be dedicated to her mom or whatever. But if I get a granddaughter,
it's over. That would be.
None of them will exist. Just saying. Do you think she's going to give a rip about them? No.
Oh my gosh.
She going to want to go to Kiki's. Do you love me? On Friday.
Oh my gosh, Grandma Kiki.
So, hey guys, I'm excited about what's next. Look at me. I'm already projecting my granddaughter loving me and calling me Kiki. All is well. So let's get on this what next train together. Let's get on the what next train together. Yes. Let's do this thing.
Yes.
Aboard.
Okay. Is there some last piece of advice? Like what is the thing that you go back to when you think about this moment and you're feeling that the low part of it, and you're feeling the low, the 5%, the sadness? What do you go back to? Like what pulls you out of that and pulls you up? And let's leave the audience with that.
Well, I'm going to go back to the last step I just said. This is not the letting go. You're going to feel the feels and do it. But what is going to fill that hole in your heart is that growth of what's next. So you can look back, you can be in the present, but you've always got to keep your eye on what's next. And you know what? Here at the Kim Gravel Show, we can help you figure that out.
Let's do it. Come back next week to see what's next.
Come back next week to find out what's next.
There you go.
Love y'all. Zach Miller is the executive producer of The Kim Gravel Show. His production company is Uncommon Audio. Our producer is Kathleen Grant, the brunette exec. Production help from Emily Breeden and Sarah Noto. Our cover art is designed by Sanaz Huber at Mammarian Creative. Our show is edited by Mike Kligerman. Our guest intros are performed by Roxy Reese. Our guest booking is done by Central Talent Booking. Our ads are furnished by True Native Media. And y'all, I want to give a big, huge thank you to the entire team at QVC Plus. And a special thank you to our audience for making this community so strong. If you are still listening, then you must have liked a few episodes along the way. So tell somebody about it. Tell somebody about this show. And join our mailing list at thekimgravelsshow.com. I cannot do this show without you, and so I thank you from the bottom of my heart for listening. I hope you've gained a little bit of encouragement, light, and love from watching and listening to The Kim Gravel Show. I love y'all so much. Until next time, bye y'all.